Hello, Wastelanders.
It's getting dark out there, people. Stay safe. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
It's Jewel Smith and it's Fallout Friday. We are back in the Wasteland with Rose. Last week I spent the live stream just working on my legendary armory. I decided to turn the Boston airport into an armory where I would display all of the legendary items that I have found in 181 of the episodes of this playthrough. This is episode 182. But I've been playing this now for, gosh, I think a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. It's been a while, maybe longer. I don't know. Lost track. But, of course, not every day. Just streaming on Fallout Fridays now. But, getting ready to wind down this playthrough and just doing a few last time sort of things. I do have the Platinum Trophy for this game. Have already finished the main story. This is my second playthrough. Rose is my second Soul Survivor. I have another Soul Survivor named Fiona. I've done some videos on my YouTube channel with her. I think I'm going to switch back to Fiona when I'm done playing as Rose, and I will continue doing some building videos. Not so much the questing and missions and action and all of that, because there's not much left, if anything, for me to explore or do in this game at this point. So we're just kind of here to hang out, and I hope you'll enjoy hanging out with us. Yeah, so like I said, last week pretty much all I did was work on my armory at the airport, and not really much else. Let me see if I can get into the chat room, and I will go over to Twitter, send out a tweet, let folks know that I'm streaming. Sometimes, even if you ring the bell, I've been told the YouTube notifications don't always work. I'm here at the castle right now, even though Rose is not really that interested in the Minutemen.
All across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned.
Rose finished the main storyline with the Brotherhood of Steel, but Rose likes to keep her options open. So she also helps out the Minutemen a little bit here and there.
We put on some wonderful radio.
Store that.
You should listen sometime.
Yeah, we have Anne Hargraves here. She's from the radio station that's over near Egret Tours Marina. She's a level 4 clothing merchant. If you put her in one of the top tier clothing sales tables here, she'll actually sell special items that other clothing vendors don't sell.
I really should study my lines.
Got her here. Because one of the things she sells is the Minutemen Colonial Duster that Preston wears, and a special kind of hat, a different version of a hat. So there's the Minutemen stuff that you can get from any old clothing vendor. But Anne sells the special stuff, so I've got her stationed here.
Stay safe out there, people.
Where do I put my scratch?
Why are you walking in the garden, lady? You're standing in the potatoes.
Radio freedom.
Need to get out of there.
Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Alright, so let's hop over to the airport. And I will see if I can hop over to the chat room. For some reason, YouTube doesn't let me into the chat room until I've been streaming for a little while. There we go. You guys always end up getting there before me. And there you are. Hello. Hello, Just Like Biking. Hello, Herman. Just like camped out. You camped out overnight. You didn't want to miss the stream. Just Like Biking is the official sponsor of Fallout Fridays. You can check out his channel on YouTube where he does building in real life and building in Fallout 4. How you doing, Herman? Alright, here we are. There's Liberty Prime marching around. And here's our armory. I've got a few things I want to literally drop off here. I want to drop these and scrap them. Now, I've tried to avoid, I know I can scrap things and get a little bit of the size bar back. I don't want to do that too much because if you do it too much on the PlayStation, it seems to make it lag, get a little weird. But I'm going to need a lot of room here to put in all the things I want to put in, so I got to make sure I have the room for it. So what I'm displaying here are all of the legendary items that I have found in this playthrough. Everything you see here is a legendary. Now there may be some legendaries out and about that I gave to settlers along the way, or maybe some that I sold off, didn't want to keep them, didn't care. But everything in here has a little star next to it. Even all of these missile launchers. And each one of these mannequins actually contains several items of clothing or armor. Not really clothing, but armor. So I kind of want to make some more mannequins so we can display it all and really see the extent of everything I have here. It looks like we need some lights back here. So let's make some lights. I'm going real basic with the lighting in here. Just string bulbs. Here we go. I find these make the best light. This one's not a legendary. Well, you don't belong in here, Mr. Night Vision, whatever you are. Get off this wall. Only legendary is allowed in here. More legendaries. Whole lot of legendaries. Let's move. I think I'm gonna move this one somewhere else. I don't know, maybe over here. Well, it's not really a... yeah. Maybe over here. I don't know. I don't know if I'm crazy about how this is laid out right now, but it is what it is. Hello, Remaxy Wolfie. Aww. Remaxy is saying life is hard. Aww. Oh yeah, I saw, Herman, you've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2. How are you liking it? I should try that game out one of these days. I really, really liked the first Red Dead Redemption game. Well, I mean, I think the first game in the franchise was like, what was it, Red Dead Revolver or something like that? I never played that. But I played Red Dead Redemption and I played the Undead Nightmare, which was like a whole nother game. I mean, that was intense. There was a lot of content in that. And I was really looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2, but it sounds like it's a really intense game. And I don't know if I have it in me to do that right now. I'm just gonna say, don't know if I have it in me. Hello, Lucifer. Welcome to the chat room. Alright, let's see. What have we got here? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So this is exterminator stuff. Chest piece and left arm. Let's see. Alright, well, let's put on this one. Let's do the punishing left and right arms. And the ghoul slayers. No, let's see. Chest piece. Cunning, chest piece, and left leg. How about that? There we go. Oh, Herman is saying the open world is fantastic. Really nice story to stream. Yeah, but how many days and hours is it going to take? I was just saying the last few live streams that I've done, which I haven't done too many this week. I've only done 2 this week. And I've been saying that I'm going to be scaling back the time that I spend streaming. I was streaming every day except Saturdays. And I'm not going to be doing that anymore. Now that we have moved, and hopefully also now that we are, knock on wood, past a lot of health problems, I need to get back into my day job, my previous career. Nothing on that one? No, okay. Just built that one. Alright. Let's see. That's a lot of left arms there. Alright, so what's on this one? So what I'd like to do is continue doing Fallout Fridays for a while. And, do Try It Tuesdays. I used to do Try It Tuesdays every Tuesday, but I think I'm gonna scale that down to just once or twice a month. And the games that I play in future, I'm just not going to be able to play them every day. So I don't want to get into something that's too long and lengthy and drawn out. It really became a chore working through Horizon Zero Dawn, and that's not even a really huge game. I mean, it's not as big as Fallout or Skyrim or, you know, a really big open world game like that. It's not as big as that. But it still took me a very long time to get through because I kept having to stop because there kept being things I had to deal with my family and my life. And so I just, you know, I hesitate to get real caught up in a big, huge, long game because I'm just not going to be able to stream it. I'm not going to be able to stream 2 to 4 hours every day, 6 days a week, you know, in order to get the game finished. I mean, if I started playing Red Dead Redemption, if I really wanted to play all the way through it, you know, I don't know how long that game takes to get through, but you know what you can do? You can go and look it up online. There's a website called, I think it's called How Long to Beat. So you look up, like, the name of the game, any game you want to look up. So I'll type in Red Dead Redemption 2 HLTB. And you'll go to this website called howlongtobeat.com, and they will give you information that people have reported about how long it took them to play a game. And it's in different, because different people play differently. So what they have is they have like main story plus extras, completionist, or all styles, the average of all. I tend to be a completionist, and especially if I'm live streaming and I stop and I'm interacting with the chat room and stuff, it'll take me a lot longer to do a game than it might take someone just sitting at home not stopping to chat with a chat room. If I look at completionist, it says here, yeah, it takes about 150 hours to play through Red Dead Redemption 2. So, and the shortest it says is 45 hours, but I don't tend to play games really quickly like that. I tend to take my time, and I tend to like exploring, and I tend to want to exhaust dialogue options, and like I said, I like to chat with you guys in the chat room as much as I can, and all of that. So, you know, 45 hours is probably not realistic. It's like when I looked up Horizon Zero Dawn, I think it said, oh, you can finish this game in 30 hours, and like, I don't think it took me 30 hours, I think it took me like, well, how many episodes did I have? I had 65 episodes, I think, and that was including the Frozen Wilds. I had 50 episodes of the main game, and if you figure each episode's about 2 hours long, that's 100 hours. So that's how long it took me to get through Horizon Zero Dawn. So yeah, playing this one would probably take me at least 150, maybe 200 hours, which means you're looking at, you know, anywhere from 70 to 100 live stream sessions. And even if I'm not doing them every day, then you're looking at this taking me a year to complete, a year to get through the game. And if I'm only doing it once or twice a week or whatever, it would take me a really long time to get through that game. So at this point in time in my life, I have to think about stuff like that. Like, can I really get through a game in a reasonable amount of time and be able to stream it? I mean, I could probably sit and play a game, you know, if I'm playing it at, 11 o'clock at night and I'm half asleep and I don't have to talk to anybody. I could probably get through it and play it every day for a few, an hour or two every day, and no big deal. But if I'm going to stream it, then I have to think about, how I schedule my streams, because I need to stream during, well, I don't need to, but I think it's optimal for me to stream at this time of day because most of my viewers tend to be in Europe or on the East Coast. This is when they're able to watch. So, but that's just, at this point, it's not something I can do all the time. Holly, I'm just sorry. keeps going to camera, swirling around. Not something I would be able to do. So I'm looking at playing games that are either going to be shorter or less intense, so that if I do kind of stretch them out over time, I don't have to worry about trying to remember story and controls and all of that. We can just kind of relax and enjoy them. For now. I mean, my circumstances may change in the future. I'm going to go ahead and move this one over here. But to be honest, if they do change, they're probably not going to change in the direction of being able to do more YouTube content. They're probably going to change in the direction of not being able to do more YouTube content, because if I end up getting a different kind of job, or I end up getting another writing contract, or something happens, that means less time that I can spend streaming a video game. I had kind of hoped when I started this channel that at some point it would become, I didn't expect to become a millionaire or super popular or anything, because I know that's not my personality. I'm not here making weird voices and weird faces and being high energy and obnoxious and all of that kind of stuff that seems to get people really popular. But I was kind of hoping that, well, not really hoping, but I was just sort of thinking, well, if it ends up being lucrative to some degree, like something that I could afford to do as a job, so to speak, or a profession, something where I had some money coming in and I could justify not doing the other things that I do for money, then I would do more of the channel. But that hasn't materialized. So even with the monetization on YouTube, I'm not making very much at all. Of course, I haven't monetized all my videos, and maybe that's my own fault. Maybe I should just monetize everything, and then that would be different. Then I would be making more money, maybe. But I do have a Patreon page. I'm just looking at the walls in here. Oh, hi. Are you trying to go to bed? Can you not get into the bed? Oh, look at her little coat all duct taped up.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're pitiful. What's with that coat? We need to get you... Oh, she's the donut shop lady. Why are these here now? I built this here so it would hide these, and they're still showing. Oh, this dumb game. Alright, we need to get her a better bedroom. I don't think she would sleep in the armory because she's not a member of the Brotherhood, at least not in my story. In my backstory for this, she came here and set up the donut shop to make some money off of the Brotherhood of Steel, and they let her stay here because it helps offset their needs for supplies. But I don't know if they would let her sleep in the armory. I'm thinking I should build her a little house next to her donut shop here. That's what I think. Let's look up God of War and see how long that one takes. I really do want to play God of War. Yeah, see, God of War, for completionists, it says it takes 50 hours. Let's look at Horizon Zero Dawn and compare that to my experience. Alright, so Horizon Zero Dawn, it says completionists will take 60 hours. Well, I took about 100. And it says the Frozen Wilds for completionists will take about 19 hours. I took about 30. So, if God of War says 50 hours, then I'm probably going to take 75 to play it. Maybe? But still, that would be about 35 live streams, which means, you know, if I stretched it out, it would probably get stretched out over 2 or 3 months. It wouldn't take me a whole year to finish it, that's for sure. So, you know, that's a game that I am considering playing. Well, have considered and do want to play. Because I think that one's a little more manageable for my life right now. Oh, Herman is saying, I got you. What career did you have? Well, I was an author. I had published a couple of books a few years back before I started my YouTube channel. I actually have a series that I did the first 2 books, and my publisher was waiting for the 3rd, and then I never did the 3rd book. 3rd or possibly 4th. I had kind of developed this thing with my editor, a series with my editor. I mean, each one can be read sort of standalone. I think the first one, I mean, they don't necessarily, they don't close on cliffhangers, so they don't beg a series. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to have a thing where I was stringing people along. Oh, look, there I go again. I didn't want to be stringing people along in my series. But, and I didn't think that I had. I kind of thought that the second book finished with some possibilities for a 3rd, but, you know, didn't necessarily beg a 3rd book. But I did have readers who were like, oh my gosh, what happens to so-and-so, and what happens to this, and what about that? And, you know, people still had questions about stuff, so there were definitely things that could still be written about, and I did start a 3rd book. I just never finished it. And then I have lots of other things I'm trying to finish. I mean, I've got other stories and books and things that I've been working on over the past several years, but none of them I've been able to finish. I was having a lot of health problems. Some of you know this story already, not just last year, but, you know, when I started my YouTube channel, I was having a lot of health problems, and I kind of started it because I really had nothing else I could do, and I was just trying to do something every day. And it was very helpful. It's been really great for me. And I was still struggling with health issues, and when I had major surgery last year, so obviously I was not doing anything last year at all in the way of writing and stuff. And then my husband needed major surgery twice, and he just had his second surgery in March. So really, like, for this whole past year, it's not been, I haven't been able to do any writing, any serious writing, getting books done or whatever. I mean, I've done a short story here and there, you know, some fan fiction here and there. You guys know that, some of you who've watched me for a while. You know that I write little Fallout stories or Skyrim stories or whatever sometimes to supplement my playthroughs, just to kind of keep myself in practice for writing. But I also am a jewelry designer, and I was doing that pretty full time. I mean, I've had work that's appeared in books and magazines and stuff like that, and I've actually gone to a lot of conventions as a person who's, you know, a jewelry designer, and I've been on panels about cosplay and writing panels and stuff like that. So author / jewelry designer. And that was kind of my thing. I did used to do a lot of conventions and, you know, do a lot of writing and make a lot of jewelry and stuff. And I didn't have a studio space. We had to, we moved, well, had to move, well, we did have to move, but we moved a few years ago, and in the new place we moved into, I really didn't have the studio space to continue doing those things. Plus, like I said, lots of health issues. But now, you know, we seem to be on the other side, I hope, of some of these health issues, and you know, I've had a lot of good things from my doctor. I've had really great blood work for the past year, in spite of everything. and we've moved into a new place, and I have space now to, you know, to work on things again. So I'd like to do that. I would like to do that. Or maybe start some other projects or get involved in some other opportunities. I mean, there's been things that have come along that I haven't been able to follow up with. I've been, you know, sort of contacted or tapped for various writing projects or editing projects, or, you know, different things have come along, and I haven't been able to work on them because of, you know, my health issues and everything that's been going on. But now I can, plus my kids are growing up. I've got one in college, one that's finishing high school. I'm no longer, you know, needed as much by them, so I have more free time on that front as well. I mean, you know, now they're getting, I've got one that's driving and one that's about to start driving, so you know, they don't need mom as much as they used to. And that's another thing that's freed up some of my time to actually get, you know, a job, or, you know, follow up on the, when I say a job, I mean, I do a lot of work independently, work from home kind of stuff, but, you know, being able to follow up with things that, the opportunities that come along would be nice. Hey, George Perez, how you doing? Hey, late to the Fallout. Hello. Oh, I love the purple hearts. George is asking, have you heard of Life is Strange or Gone Home, or the new one, Observation? I have heard of Life is Strange. Starfish, do you remember Starfish Central Gaming Channel? Starfish played through, I think he played through Life is Strange. And I watched some of his playthrough. Not really a game that looked interesting to me. Gone Home, I think I played. I don't think I played it on my channel, but back when it came out, I seem to remember playing through that one. The one that people call a walking simulator or whatever. But it's somebody like walking through their house and reading notes and letters, and you kind of piece together the story of this person's family. If that's the same one I'm thinking of, yeah, I played that one. I haven't heard of Observation, though. I don't know what that one is. Hey, Barbarian King, how are you? Yeah, George is saying God of War doesn't take that long because it's pretty linear. Yeah, that's the impression that I got when I started playing it. I tried it out for Try It Tuesday. Not a whole lot of... it's kind of a Bioshock-ish that way, where, you know, you've got a world that you kind of move through, and you've got a little bit of, you know, freedom within the level that you're playing through, but yeah, not a lot of freedom. You're just basically getting from point A to point B and killing a bunch of stuff as you go. I'm okay with that. I'm real okay with that. So long as, you know, I don't know what it is. Some games that are like that I can't stand playing, and some games like that I love. Like, I love Bioshock. I really enjoyed the heck out of God of War when I tried it out. So, you know, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Now, you're right, and I don't think it's that involved. It's not that complicated. Games like Red Dead Redemption, from what I've seen, that RDR2 just gets really, really, really complicated, and that's just I can't get into that right now. Mentally or, you know, time wise, I just can't get into that right now. Oh, thanks, George. George is giving me a thumbs up. Glad to hear things are improved. I hope so. I hope so. Looking forward to some new opportunities. Alright, well, let's get a move on here. We're working on this armory, and all I'm hearing is thump, thump, thumpity, thump, thump of that darn robot out there. So I want to get this wrapped up so we don't have to keep hearing his thumpity bumping. Let's see. What am I carrying? If anything. Right, we're going to make her a little house to sleep in. I think that I am going to scrap this because it seems like I should leave it. I was going to say, it seems like it's not covering up what I wanted it to cover up. And she can't seem to get into the bed here because of this garbage that I can't scrap. So, you know, screw it. Maybe we could put these walls down the middle, like little aisles, maybe. And put the weapons on either side of the walls. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. I don't know what makes some of them attached to each other and some of them aren't. Some of them, when you move these boards, it brings other boards along with it. I don't know what makes that happen. Finch Farm is under attack. Well, they're on their own. All right. What I think I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna scrap that. Move this down there. And of course it didn't bring the weapon with it. So let's grab them. There we go. Brotherhood of Steel doesn't seem to care that their beds are just sort of like out in the open. Because they kind of do that at the police station. They just have the beds all wherever they are. So we'll just do that. Not that the guy ever sleeps in his bed anyway, because he's out on guard duty, so we'll just put that back there. Well, that's her bed. So we need to, I'm going to scrap that and make her a different bed. Make her a little house out here. George is not going near Red Dead Redemption 2. Not dealing with open worlds anymore. Still playing Borderlands because shooting things in the face never gets old. Oh, dude, I never played Borderlands, but I have seen the clip. I've seen a clip where there's this crazy dude who keeps saying, "Shoot me in the face! Shoot me in the face!" And it cracked me up. It was so funny because it reminded me of BioShock Infinite, you know, where you know, every time you're having a firefight with the enemies in that game, it seemed like they would stop and go, "I'm reloading now. I am not firing at you. I will reload my gun." They would say it really loud, and it was like they were just inviting you. Shoot me in the face. They might as well have just said, "Shoot me in the face," because that's what I would do. I would run up and shoot him in the face. That's not how we want that to go. No, don't snap on. You don't need to snap on there. No, little house, don't snap on. No, stop trying to snap. Stop trying to make it happen. It's not going to happen. It really wants to snap on there, doesn't it? Well, I imagine we can use the same sort of roof as it's already got on it. And just have like this little area over here that she tucks into at night. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Yeah. If you're in here, she can still look out. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, let's get her a bed. I don't think she'd have a military type bed. because they wouldn't give her one. Should drag something out of one of the local ruins around here. There you go. There, that's her little container. Let's see. Yep, Dandy Boy apples. Pack of cigarettes, toothbrush. There we go. All the comforts of home. Hey, Game Life Build says, hey, welcome to the chat room. Alrighty. Wonder if she would put another awning right next to that one. I bet she would. Sure, let's do it. If it'll go there, I don't know. Or if I'm gonna have to use my trick. I think I'm gonna have to use my trick. It's not gonna go. Okay. Alright, here we go. Let's be tricky. Let's put it there. Just looking at my options here. I don't want full tables. I don't think she would be that fancy. Do you? I don't think that they would have that. But they might have... There we go. Drag a few of these over from a Red Rocket diner. Maybe? Those seats are a little bit wider. Alright, we'll do it. These are kind of more like bus seats, maybe. I don't know. Let's see if we can push them back using the concrete pillar trick. Yes, we can. go. Come over here and buy donuts. Sit on the benches. Maybe if we move... Now, I put this caravan stop right here because it was kind of up against this wall that was already here. But maybe if we move it over here against the donut shop. Look at them all come over with it. Get out the way, lady. There you go. Maybe they'll use the donut shop. There we go. Yeah. And now they've got they've got a Brahmin in their lap. Okay. Maybe I gotta move it a little bit. It's hard to move these things when they're still here because they'll keep following it, and then it makes it hard to place. Alright. But yeah, the caravans will use things that are near the caravan stop. Huh. Okay. Alright, well that works well enough. Alright, she's all set up. Oh, right, we were gonna move this thing. Oh no, Brahmin, get out of my way. Alright. Hello, Dark Cat says hi. Hi, Dark Cat. Welcome to the chat room. Seeing all kinds of new people today. Still not quite high enough. Dang it. probably getting close, but let me look at it from the side if I can. Don't know if I can. Let's see what we can do. Yep, gotta get closer. Nope, that's still not gonna work. Ugh. Urgh. I don't want to have to redo. Oh. Well, maybe that's close. Cross our fingers and hope. Yeah, that's close enough. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's the wasteland. Alright, there's her little shop and her little house. There's the guy that's guarding the place. I feel like I should send one more person over here. So there's 2 Brotherhood of Steel people here. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Alright, what I really need to do is finish this armory. And sign off on it. And then I've got some other things I want to do today in this playthrough. Alright. We had... Where is it? We had one of these. I'm going to build this instead. And I'm going to try to put this right here to kind of block that garbage. How about that? It's a little bit better. Right? Right? Of course it's sticking out here. This over here in the corner. Sure. They don't use that door anyway. Now if I move this, will the helmets move with it? Yes, they do. Excellent. That. Not bad. Let's check our weapon drawer. What else do we have to put on display? A gamma gun. Okay. Anything else that's a short pistol kind of gun? Is that a laser pistol? Yes, it is. I think we need to put laser things all together. Yes, we have 44s. And Western revolvers, okay. Lots of knives. And knuckles. Alright. Here we go. Let's put the knives back here with melee weapons. And let's put various pistols and things. I think the knuckles need to go on one of these small boards. Well, let's look. There we go. Yep. All right. I guess we'll put the penetrating Western revolver right there. There we go. The revolvers are kind of strange because when you store them, they're stored with the revolving part removed. You see how it's kind of like out of place there? Like, that's how you would open it up to reload it. Well, actually, does it open that direction? I thought it opened the other direction to reload it, but it's been a long time. Okay. Anyway. Looks kind of weird, though. In any case. Alright, so there they go. Knives. Let's do knives. Knife. 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 Knife? Knife. Bladed. Just call it bladed. Alright, bladed things. Now, I don't know if the combat knives go on the small or large displays. Oh, okay. Apparently they require a large display. Sure. Because that makes sense. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna hang on to Shanky Panky. There we go, combat knife. Alright, so we had a couple more combat knives to put up. So maybe we should move this around. Rearrange this a bit. Mutant Slayer's combat knife. And the VAT's enhanced combat knife. Alright, so we need one more display board. Nope, can't do that. There we go. There we go. I think we can make these bladed, can't we? Maybe we should do that. Then everything over there will be bladed. Get out of my power armor. My blue quantum power armor. Hello, Errol. Welcome to the chat room. Errol says, hi. What are you building? I'm working on a legendary armory. It's at the Boston airport, where the Brotherhood of Steel is located. I finished the storyline, the main storyline in this playthrough with the Brotherhood of Steel. So I'm putting all of my legendary items that I have found in the game. This is episode 182, so, you know, I've been playing for a while. I have the Platinum Trophy and all the achievements for all the add-ons and everything. So I just wanted to display all the legendaries that I've found. Or, well, all the ones I still have. I think there's some legendaries that are on display in other settlements. Maybe given to other settlers or something throughout the playthrough. Or followers, maybe. I don't know. I don't know who all's got all the legendaries. But I'm taking all the legendaries that I have and putting them into an armory here. So, like, all this armor is legendary armor. Let's see. Pretty sure. Let me look here. Wounding Knuckles. Yeah, we can do bladed. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And now it is a bladed weapon. Very nice. And now we can put it down here with the bladed weapons. There we go. Very, very nice. I think I'm gonna move this over here. Now, I was going to say, the Acid Soaker, I think, counts as a legendary. It's got a star next to it. And that's something that you get from Nuka World in the Nuka World arcade. Nuka-cade, or whatever it's called. But it can't go on a display board. I've tried in the past to put it on various displays, and it didn't work. And I don't want to put it in a display case, because I have a problem with things falling through the world. I don't know. There's ways to deal with that. I could try. Hang on. Alright, I'll try. Here's what we could do. We'll make a display case. Looks an awful lot like the display cases you can make in Skyrim. Just gonna say. With Hearthfire. Okay. And then what we could do, so things maybe don't fall through the world. See if I can maybe glitch a rug or something into it. That would just about do it right there. Okay. I've done this before. It's just a pain, and I wish I didn't have to. So you come over here and you line it up, and then you drop it. There you go. And effectively what that does is then when you store things here, they're not going to fall through as long as you store them on top. So you can do the same thing with like a diner table. Like, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but sometimes when you try to put things on the diner tables, they'll fall through, or they won't stay there. You know, you'll put them there, come back later, they fall through. If you're not using a Place Anywhere mod or something like that, or Quappa or something, then what I've been told is it's the way that the game loads. items load before shelves and tables and floors, or floors load first, but then shelves and tables load after items or something like that. So you end up with, like, if you put stuff on your shelves, then it all ends up underneath your shelves. Or if you put stuff on tables, and then it all ends up underneath the table or through the world. I guess that's what's happening. So if you put a mat in here, I guess mats load before anything else. So whatever's on the mat isn't going to fall through, if that makes any sense. Alright, so let's drop our acid soaker. And there it is, on display. We can just put it right there. There we go. Okay. We're good. We're good here. Barbarian Kings has so many legendaries. Well, I was playing on... Let me see here. Options. Where is it? Settings. Gameplay. I'm playing on very hard. I mean, I think the next highest difficulty is survival, so I'm playing on the hardest possible without playing on survival. And from what I was told is the harder your difficulty setting, the more legendaries you'll find. So I've been finding a lot. And like I said, this isn't even all of them. There's actually, in Far Harbor, there are several stored over there at the lumber mill, Echo Lake Lumber. I started storing all of my legendaries over there that I was finding in Far Harbor. And then, you know, throughout the game, I've been either selling them or distributing them to settlers or putting them on display in settlements. So there's other legendaries scattered throughout the game. These are just the ones that I started storing at Red Rocket and just not doing anything with them. Because I don't think you can scrap them. I've tried. Let's take a legendary and drop it. Or, well, let's just take it over here. So, you know, here, Sentinel's Plasma Caster. This item cannot be scrapped. So there you go. You can't scrap any of them. I could sell them for caps, but I just don't really need the caps. So I figured it would be fun to just store them all here. The Brotherhood of Steel armory. Floating a little bit above the ground, doesn't it? Could move it over here. guess that's about it. What else do we have to put on display? I think we have a few more things. Maybe lasers? No, shotguns. Okay, meat hook, assault rifles, a laser musket. Not much left. Alright, yeah, so we have lasers left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 lasers. I think one of them's gonna go on the short. I was gonna say on the short bus. Oh, we're gonna put them over here. I guess we're moving this again. But you know what I mean. There's like a long one and a short one. A long rack and a short rack. What we can do. Yeah, that's gonna have to go on the short one. Unless I turn it into a rifle. That's fine, I don't need to do that. Even though it's much too long for the short rack. That looks great. Okay. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. But we still have... Where's the crippling meat hook gonna go? Is that really considered like a melee weapon kind of thing? Maybe it should go over here with the knuckles, even though it's not bladed. Can we blade the meat hook? Let's go look. Over here. I moved it. Crippling meat hook. Oh, well, yes. Let's give it extra hooks. Heck yeah. Let's make it wicked cool. Aw, it's kind of off-center though. Oh, why are they... Man. Alright, hang on. We'll put the wounding knuckles over here. And we'll put the crippling meat hook over there. There we go. Looks a little better, I think. Yeah. Alright, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Now, some stuff is on display back in Red Rocket. There's some special items like that were given during quests, or were given to me by certain people, or that I used for a while in the game. And I stored all that at Red Rocket in Rose's special headquarters. Hey, Farag, how are you? How you doing today? Alright. Deathclaw Gauntlet. That's sort of a melee thing. Maybe we should put it over here. I think it goes on a short one though, a short rack. Yep, okay. So let's take this out. But also, let's go turn it into, I think we can add another claw to it or something, make it really wicked. I keep going over to where it used to be, and I moved it. Alright. Extra claw, heck yeah. Now let's put it here. Wait a minute, it's not a legendary. Aw, as cool as it is, it doesn't belong here. It's not a legendary. Okay. Never mind. Alright, so we have a shotgun and 2 rifles. Right? Ballistics are around the corner. Okay. Thought we already had shotguns. Oh, we have rifles. Rifles, rifles. Where's our shotguns? Rifles. Shotguns. Okay. I think these are 2 different kinds of shotguns, though. These are like the assault kind. I think. We'll put them here. Yeah, Deadeye assault rifle. An enraging automatic assault rifle. Alright, so what else do I have? Ghoul Slayer's double barrel shotgun. I guess we'll just put that over here, even though these are rifles. Oh, no, 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 put that away, put that away. Trying to get, there we go. Alright, cool. Now, Shanky Panky is a legendary, but I'm going to hang on to it. Fish Catcher is a legendary, but I'm using it. Using it for funsies. I should put it back at Far Harbor if I'm not going to use it. Alright, everything else. Yeah, the Magnum TS and Ladysmith, they're all legendaries, but these are part of my arsenal that I keep. And Granny's Kiss, I'm going to keep that. So I think that's it. Oh right, the irradiated laser musket. Well, let's take that over to the castle. They use muskets over there. Oh, George is on his way home. Have fun, he says. Thank you, George. Thanks for stopping in, hanging out with us. It's always good to see you. Now, there's still... Yeah, there's a lot of legendary armor that's not actually displayed here. So we're gonna need more mannequins to display all of the legendary armor. Let's do it. Let's do a few more. Combat, alright. Right leg, right arm, chest piece. Okay. And there's still a chest piece, right leg, and right arm. to put them in little clusters, like a little display cluster. This is Nuka World Raider armor. Alright, well that's good enough there. Alright. So leather, Nuka Raider, combat. We have regular Raider, we have synth. Oh, this is regular Raider. Oh, this is metal. Okay. What else do we have on that one? Nothing. So we could take them and put them with the other Raider garbage over here. I've got a few pieces that aren't being displayed, but I think that's enough. That's good enough. Ooh, a lot of metal stuff here. Martyrs, 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 poisoners, poisoners, auto stem, chameleon. Oh my gosh, so much stuff. Oh, there's two auto stim right arms. Okay, wow. Oh, hang on. I'm getting a semi-emergency text. Got a reply here. Alright, there we go. All taken care of. We're good. Alright, poisoners, poisoners. Alright, so they're wearing martyrs, martyrs, martyrs. They got a left arm, left leg, right leg. Is there another right arm? No, okay. That's a lot of metal armor. I wonder why I found so many metal legendaries. It seems strange. Right, let's see. Okay. Give them the powered metal right arm. They don't have a right arm. There seems to be one here that is not a legendary. I wonder how it snuck in. It's trying to crash our party. This leaded alloyed metal left leg. Oh, I'm in power armor. Okay. Can't work on the workshop. I know, I've got all the displays all around my view screen there, and I've just learned to tune it out. There we go. All right. Left arm, right arm. What else can we put here? Left leg. Chest piece. Right leg. Alright, it's practically a full set. It is a full set, isn't it? So many left legs and left arms. Wonder why. Alright, well let's make another display. whole bunch of left arms. I think we're just gonna have to leave some undisplayed. We get the idea. Ooh, that one's pretty wicked. Yeah, let's go with that. That looks wicked. Look at that. And that's got a weapon on it. That is cool. Now, why doesn't this one want to go here? Alright, a little cluster of metal armor here. Yeah, that looks more cool. Got the spikes on it. Looks cooler. Alright. Alright. Oh, now we still have the synth stuff. I should probably do an autosave here. Initiate an autosave and check in with the chat room. Oh, it's pretty quiet. Oh, another thumbs down today. I don't know who's unhappy with me, but I mean, I know thumbs downs usually happen when somebody pops in the chat room and they're being rude and they get kicked out. I'll usually get a thumbs down before they leave. But I haven't seen anyone being rude in the chat room today. Haven't had to moderate anybody. And I tried to make sure to say hello to everyone. Sometimes if you don't say hello fast enough, people get irritable. I don't know why, but it happens. But somebody is unhappy. Maybe they don't like the Brotherhood of Steel. Alright, so what have we got here? Lots of different... 2 sprinters, left legs. Take that. Like all different kinds of things going on here. Assassins, chameleons, cloaking, cryogenic. All kinds of stuff. Alright, well, we'll leave the 2 left legs. Right leg, right arm. Left arm. Chest piece. Left leg, chest piece. Left arm. Alright. Let's move around. See what we can put here. I think that's all we can do here. And maybe one more mannequin. All right, I think that's everything. Make sure I've still got my armor. Left leg, left arm, right leg, chest piece. Okay. Didn't want to accidentally lose my armor here. Nope, I'm still good. There's Rose. Oh, just like says, I noticed the thumbs down in the first 15 minutes of the game. Oh, that's strange because that happened yesterday too. When I started streaming, within just like the first couple of minutes of streaming, somebody had given me a thumbs down. And there wasn't even anyone in the chat room when I was doing Gems of War. It wasn't like anybody had popped in and tried to talk to me or said anything. They just gave me the thumbs down and that was it. I don't know. Somebody must have a grudge. It happens. I've had it happen before. You know, people who are rude in the chat room and they get kicked out. They'll hold a grudge and they'll come back. and at least I assume that's what it is. Because I have had, back when I first started my channel and wasn't really sure how to handle all of the you know, how to moderate the chat room or how to block people from the channel or, you know, how to handle certain things. That would happen. I would have people that would just keep coming back to every live stream and trolling me and giving me thumbs downs and saying rude things. And it's like, you know, it's weird. It's like a dog with a bone. Once they get a hold of something and they've decided they don't like you or they want to mess with you, you know, they just hang on for a while and keep doing it. So I don't know. I guess somebody has decided they don't like me. And within the first few minutes of my streams, they're going to take the time and energy to come over and give me a thumbs down. I don't know. I mean, you know, sometimes it happens that, like, YouTube will recommend my streams to people who just happen to be on YouTube. They'll say, hey, look, somebody's live streaming right now. You might want to watch this because you've watched other streams of this game or whatever. And that person will pop over into my stream and be like, why is YouTube recommending this to me? You know, I've had people make that comment several times. And then if they don't like it, you know, if they don't like me for whatever reasons, you know, and that's fine. They don't have to like me. But they'll give me a thumbs down because they just don't want YouTube to keep recommending me to them or whatever. And that's fine. I understand that. But yeah, it is kind of weird that I'm getting someone who's like giving me a thumbs down in the first few minutes of the stream. And I've hardly had a chance to even do anything yet. That just seems personal, you know what I mean? And I have had problems in the past with people who will have multiple accounts. I don't know how much that still happens, but it's happened to me several times where somebody will come in and try to troll during my stream. They'll try to be rude or whatever, and they'll get kicked out. They'll get blocked or banned or whatever. And then they'll come back with a different account. And we'll know it's the same person because it's like the exact same name, but like with one letter changed or something. Or, you know, with the same name and then a number or whatever. And they'll come back and come back and come back and come back several times. So, you know, they obviously have multiple accounts, and they'll just keep logging in and logging out and coming back and harassing until they've finally worked their way through all of their accounts, I guess. And then they stop. But, you know, to be honest, being YouTube, I'm really surprised I don't get more grief than I do. I used to get a lot more grief when I first started this channel and I first started live streaming. I think because I didn't have very many viewers, and so people felt like it was easy to pick on me because there was no one, I didn't have moderators, and there was, you know, I mean, there's that whole mentality of like preying on the weak, you know. They think, oh, it's a new YouTuber, I want to go crush their soul. Or, oh, look, it sounds like a woman, so I'm gonna go and, you know, try to scare her off YouTube or whatever. Because I used to get a lot of that kind of garbage. People would try to fuck with me, and they thought I was like 20, you know, 20 years old, like I'm some young YouTube lady. And I'd be like, look, I'm old enough to be your mother. Just, you're not going to say anything to me I haven't heard before. You're not hurting my feelings. Fuck off, you know? it's just, I don't know. I don't know why people do what they do sometimes, but yeah, I had to deal with a lot of that in the beginning, and then when I think it seems like when I got past 1,000 subscribers, that's when really the majority of the trolling seemed to stop. And I don't know if it's like one of those like strength in numbers kind of things, like, you know, bullies are fundamentally cowards, so once they see that you have a lot of viewers and you've got moderators and you have people coming to your defense, they're not as likely to come and bother you. I don't know. Oh, there she is, sleeping in her bed. Alright, we're good here. We're good. Good people. Alright, well, I think this is the armory. I've just got that laser musket, but I'm going to take that over to the castle. I don't think that needs to be here. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's the Brotherhood of Steel armory, but they've got everything else here. Alright, fine. I'll put it up here. I'll put it right here. There's a spot for it. There. That's fine. Alright. That's it. Huh. I like it. I like how this turned out. It's cool. I think we need one more person over here, though. I think we have a recruitment beacon out at Starlight. Yeah. When I first started the live stream, I think there were 14 people at Starlight. Now there's 16. So let's go grab one and send them over here. See if they can make it. I think I've sent a few people over here and they've gotten lost along the way. Barbarian King. Yeah. Yeah. Troll's got nothing better to do, I guess. It's kind of sad. I don't know. I think for some people it's like that's how they blow off steam, you know? They just go on the internet and hassle other people and leave nasty comments and get in arguments and things like that. And, you know, it's just kind of how they blow off steam. I mean, for some people, I think they're just like immature or screwed up. And they do it, but I think in some cases it's not always that the person is like, you know, a 14-year-old jerk. I think it's like sometimes it is grown-ass adults who just take the opportunity to blow off steam, you know? It's how they get their jollies or how they vent or whatever. Yeah, she looks new. And she looks new. Alright, you've got this Vault Tech shirt on. Okay. Let's move you. Boston Airport. Here you go. Man, all the settlements are under attack. No, I'm not going to defend them.
Just looking to trade a little. What can I do to help?
I don't want to talk to you. Nothing. Get out of my face. I want to talk to this person.
Just wanted to trade a few things. Sure thing.
Okay. Let's give her that. And she needs some fusion cells. Take that away. And we'll give her that. There you go. Oh, you look great. Alright. Go defend my armory. Excellent. Now, this used to be a raider outpost. It was the last raider outpost remaining in my raider empire. And I recovered it pretty recently, just like a month or two ago, which required me to kill Gage. But I left a lot of it the way that it was for the raiders. And only did a little bit of modification to it when it became a settlement. That's what I'm looking for.
Huh?
Huh? What? Just wanted to see if I had any legendaries over here. Nope, I don't. Weapon shop there. Got a bar over here.
Yes?
Donut shop in there. All right. Well, that's where we buried Gage. Let's see if his corpse stayed under the sarcophagus. Yeah, his corpse should be under here. I dragged him over here and built this over him. Those are his weapons on the walls. Now that's a legendary, but that's one that was in his arsenal that I gave him. That's another legendary. Not a legendary. But these were other weapons that he used in the game. Because Rose ran around with him quite a bit in the beginning. Alright. Now, what I would like to do, let's take a look. How's my carry weight? Decent. We don't need this large Deathclaw gauntlet. What else am I carrying around? I'm carrying around these coveralls and Tinker Tom's headgear because doing the Brotherhood of Steel ending, I had to go in and wipe out the railroad. Not happy about that, but that's what I had to do. Rose wouldn't care. She thought they were all a bunch of Fruit Loops anyway. But I took Tinker Tom's stuff, so I don't know if I should give it to someone else. I don't know who I would give it to.
Huh?
This guy? He seems pretty cool in his Hot Rodder shirt. I'm just gonna leave him like that. I don't think we have a clothing merchant here, so maybe we need that. Yeah, we do. Maybe there's something I can put on the clothing merchant. Or on the clothing merchant. On the, yeah. On the mannequins. Maybe I should just display this stuff. Nah, I should display it back at... Okay, I know what I need to do. It's cool. It's cool. I'll take it back to Red Rocket. Alright, well let's grab somebody that doesn't have a job and assign them to the clothing store. Go ring the bell. Man, ring it like you mean it. How are they gonna hear that? You don't have a job? You want to own a clothing store? You don't have a job? You're the bartender. Who's that way out there? Is that a provisioner? I don't see a Brahmin. Alright, well, let's assign him to the clothing store. I think I'm going to put another bed over here. Because we need the beds. Move these down here. Or maybe over here in the corner. Nah, I don't like that. There we go. Put a chair in the corner. Gotta have a little place to sit while you're trying on clothes. Alright, let's go to Red Rocket, drop off some stuff, and then I want to head out to Nuka World. There is a Nuka World Red Rocket settlement that I believe is full of raiders. I haven't been back out there in ages. I don't know if it's still part of my raider. I mean, I killed all the raider. I had created my raider empire, and I'm pretty sure I put raiders there at the Red Rocket. But then Rose turned on the raiders, killed all the raiders in Nuka World. And then I began the slow process of recovering the settlements that I had turned into vassals or raider outposts. I started trying to get all of those back. But I never have gone back to Red Rocket in Nuka World, the Nuka Rocket station. I want to go back and see what's going on there. I'm just curious. It's the only settlement area in Nuka World, or in the Nuka World add-on. Far Harbor has, 4 different settlements, and none of those were ever raider outposts because I didn't bother going to Far Harbor. Rose couldn't be bothered to go to Far Harbor until after she had built the Raider Empire and then turned on the Raiders, and then she finally got around to going out to Far Harbor. So none of those settlements in Far Harbor were ever Raider outposts, but I'm curious what's going on at Nuka World at this point. If I can get that back as a regular settlement, or if it's just lost to me. Alright, can I take Danse to Nuka World? Is the Brotherhood of Steel going to be out there? I don't think they are. They were not at Far Harbor for a while, but then I brought them in to attack Acadia, and now they're hanging out.
There's Brotherhood
in Far Harbor.
Nothing in between.
Alright, well, let's build a mannequin for Tinker Tom's outfit. There we go. Which is the same outfit Sturgis wears, only he doesn't have the headgear. Oh look, when I move him around, his belt stuff moves too. That's pretty cool. We could put him next to Desdemona. That would require moving all this stuff. Alright, hang on. There's Oswald, the magician. That's his outfit. And there's Kellogg. Tinker Tom right in here if we can. Oh boy. Alright, there we go. Now this is Confessor Tectus's funny hat. I've been wearing it for several episodes and then decided to finally stop. But I don't know if I have High Confessor Tectus's actual outfit. I thought I took it. But maybe it's stored out at Far Harbor. Would it be under H for High Confessor? No, it's not there. Be under C for Confessor. No, I don't see it. I think I stored it out at Far Harbor somewhere. We'll have to go get it so we can put it on this mannequin. Or maybe we should take the hat and store it out at Far Harbor. That probably makes more sense. Alright, well, we'll do that at some point. But I really want to go to Nuka World.
To be a part of something is important.
Alright, Danse, do you think you're ready to go to Nuka World with me?
Soldier?
Yeah.
Ready.
Roger that.
Yeah. We're enemies with the Brotherhood of Steel. Well, hopefully the Brotherhood of Steel won't be out at Nuka World. But if they are, I don't think Rose is caring about that anymore at this point. Okay, autosaving. Oh, please don't. Please don't freeze up on the game. The autosaving doesn't usually take this long. Oh no. It's gonna crash on me. Yep, I seem to be locked up. Well, so much for that. I guess I'm not heading out to Nuka World today. I'll give it a minute. Maybe if I give it a minute to process. Hello, Ian. How you doing? Am I the only one streaming Fallout 4 on YouTube? Yeah, it seems like everybody's moved on to Fallout 76, doesn't it? But, you know, this game has been out for a while. People move on. It happens. Yeah, I seem to be really locked up, so... Hopefully I didn't lose too much information. It probably did an autosave when I fast traveled. Maybe? I hope. Not like I was doing anything terribly important. Nothing I can't do again. I have had this game lag on me very strangely out here in this Bermuda Triangle of the wasteland between Abernathy, Sanctuary Hills, and the Red Rocket. The little triangle out here. Many times when I've come out to this area, I've had it get laggy and weird on me, especially at Abernathy Farm. During live streams, you know, I'll be out at Abernathy and, you know, some super mutants will walk by or something will happen and the game just kind of locks up. And I'll wait a few minutes and then, stutter, and then it's back and I can continue, but this doesn't look like I'm going to be able to continue. At least it didn't hard crash. It's done that on me several times. I had more hard crashes in this playthrough than my first playthrough. My first playthrough, my character's actually a higher level. She's about 140. And she's completed the main storyline. She's done all the add-ons, you know, Far Harbor, Nuka World, all of that. She's built up all the settlements. Some of them, you know, have 20 or more settlers in them, and they're very built up. And I cannot remember ever having that game crash on me. Maybe, probably once or twice. But I don't remember ever having lag or crashes in that playthrough. Anytime I've gone back to it and played it, anytime that I was playing it, didn't have any problems at all. But this playthrough, so many lags, so many crashes, so many times where the live streams crashed. I think it's something to do with the Nuka World stuff. I think it's because instead of doing the main storyline, I ignored Concord, I ignored Preston, and I went to Nuka World. and became the Nuka World overboss, and then came back and built the Raider Empire. And I think it just makes the game unstable for whatever reasons, but I think that's what it is. That's my theory anyway. And it became even more unstable as I tried to turn on the raiders and kill them all and recover the settlements. I mean, I've managed to do it, but it definitely has made the game very unstable. And Rose hasn't even really built up her settlements that much. That's the thing. It's not like there's tons of data on here about the settlement building stuff. Because a lot of her settlements are much smaller and less complicated than Fiona's were. But yeah, I think I am well and truly locked up. I'm going to have to do a hard quit, which means quitting the live stream. Oh well. Been streaming for a few hours anyway, so... Oh, Barbarian King says, I always save before fast traveling, as it has a habit of freezing and kicking me off. Oh, okay. Wow. Have you done the Nuka World stuff? Did you do a Nuka World or the Overboss stuff? Just like Travel Agency is now open in Nuka World, and the Brotherhood of Steel report is negative. Well, good. We'll head out there with Danse, and hopefully we won't run into any Brotherhood of Steel. I can't remember ever running into any out there, but since I've completed the game with them, with their faction, who knows, right? I don't think I've been out to Nuka World since I destroyed the Institute, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it should just be Raiders and Gunners and Deathclaws and stuff out there. Alright, everybody. Well, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you had a good time. If you did, you know how YouTube works. 11 of you know how YouTube works. You give me the thumbs up. I appreciate that so much. Thanks to all my supporters, and many thanks again to Just Like Biking, who is the sponsor of Fallout Fridays. Official sponsor. Just Like Travel Agency, official sponsor of my adventures in the wasteland. Alright, well, I'm not sure when I'll get a chance to stream again. At the very least, it'll be next Fallout Friday. I'm hoping to be able to do a Skyrim stream that I've been trying to do since my birthday in April, and forces just keep conspiring against me. Hopefully I'll be able to do that sometime next week. You can follow me on Twitter. Just look for Jewel Smith, just like my YouTube channel. You can try ringing the bell on YouTube. Some people have a problem with that not working very well for them. I'm also on Patreon, patreon.com/JewelSmith. There is a gaming schedule and updates are posted over there. Take care of yourselves. Until next time. Bye.